I chose my words and I always spoke with purpose. I'ma speak my mind until they close the curtains. Look deep inside before you judge the surface. Look in my eyes and read between the lines. My soul is searching. Chosen, gotta focus. They notice Tanya, Kiana, and Molly. Action, no bragging, no boasting. Facts with no capping. They hold it down. Envision these words and use them as power. The enemy lurking. I'm calling my spirit, and if it can hear me, it's spoken with purpose.
We gotta do better. We gotta do better next time. We gotta have it organized. We gotta be in front of the mics next time.
Well. Welcome back to another show with SWP, where you can freely talk about any and everything from an experimental standpoint. Look, y'all already know what the lick read. I am your host, Tanya.
And I'm your host, KB, Kiana.
And I'm your girl, Monique.
And we SWP.
Oh, what am I
we
supposed to say?
SWP.
You,
Baby.
You just Monique tonight, I guess.
Yeah, I'm just Mo tonight.
Monique or Mo?
Mo tonight.
Okay.
Ain't no
Got
money
it.
after that.
All right.
On some other
Got
shit,
there. I'm Tanya money tonight. Maybe,
we on some other shit
maybe
tonight.
I get
So
some
we
money
was posted. Y'all done posted them. Yes.
We did.
What the motherfuckers at?
See, what had happened was, I don't know what hadn't happened was, but you know what I'm saying? Shit happens. Sorry, Grandma, you told me not to start out the show with all that cussing, but my bad. Just continue watching. I ain't gonna cuss that much today. I'm gonna try not to. But anywho, we did have 2 sets of guests today, which y'all probably see on the flyer out there. Look, at this point, they cancel. All we can do is say, we hope everything is all well and safe. And we gonna do what? Keep the party going. Because y'all already know, look, we be ready for anything.
Whatever.
And everything. All right, so y'all already know today's topic. What it is, Kim?
Topic is...
What it is.
What it is, my nigga. What it do?
Topic today is take flight or do your part.
What? I didn't know that was a topic.
You ain't know?
Take flight or do your part?
Take flight or do your part.
What you mean take flight or do your part? I thought we were talking about gender roles.
Now, you ain't need to let her finish, Mo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the...
Sorry.
That's the title. You know we always have a title.
What you
we
talking
gotta
about,
have a subtitle.
What you talking about, boss?
Tell about the good life, boss. Tell about the topic, boss. Boss move.
Take flight or do your part. Gender roles is the subtitle.
Yeah, it's a subtitle.
So-
Girl, you already know we got to have a catchy
Okay.
topic. Because
You
that's
got
what
it?
we do.
Take flight.
Or catch.
Do you know?
Officer catch flight.
You're so
Do your part.
Or
Getting
do your
flued
part.
in.
Something like that.
Flued in.
That's right. Or do your part.
Look, I grew here. Y'all flew here.
That part.
They said that Draco love and hip hop. But we doing this on SWP. I'm just saying. But, so yeah, we are talking about gender roles today. Y'all already know we're going to give it to y'all like it IS is. But we brought up this subject because we feel like the gender roles for the purpose of which, I guess they were established, if you will.
Yeah.
Green.
It ain't ill. It do kind of look
It
like
is ugly.
diarrhea.
It do look like
You
Dookie.
need to take that off of there.
Damn.
Once again, Grandma, I'm sorry you got the shitty nails.
Don't interrupt.
Monique.
You know they say girls with big asses can barely wipe their ass.
Yeah,
they,
it's
they
proven.
half wipe their ass.
Prove it. Now you
My
done put
nails
it in
look
your
like it,
color.
don't they?
Look, keep your fingers over
I
there.
never heard
Look, they
that
look like they stink. She stank. When I had my
that's
nose,
why y'all was
my
sitting over there
nose
when we
too long.
first
Yeah,
started.
I smelled them nails, cuz.
So shame.
I'm sorry, y'all, because y'all know we
keep
some
the party
clap.
moving. Go ahead.
But anywho, the gender roles, we feel like they were created for the purpose of, like, this is the way to a successful relationship. Y'all already know that we speak from the point of experience, and we realize, at least in our own personal lives, that ain't true.
And that's how we was raised too. Like we was raised with either grandparents or parents
that showed us that this is how a relationship or a marriage is supposed to be.
Yep. I
So,
agree.
we adapted that way of thinking that if I want to keep them,
Then this is what I'm
this
supposed
is
to
what
do.
I need to do.
So we're gonna talk about
XYZ.
some of those roles that they say is supposed to be a man's job and what's supposed to be a woman's job. Excuse me. I'm drinking.
What you drinking? Look, what's you
We
drinking?
normally ask the guests what they want to drink, and then we get that. So we got that.
We got the damn drink for 'em.
That we don't even want.
And them bitches ain't show up.
But we got to drink this. Give me a cheers,
on.
Kiana. Give me cheers. Pick your drink up and
Why y'all give
clink,
me no
clink,
red
clink,
cup?
clink, 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 clink. You never have a red cup, Mo.
Oh, you got one like, okay.
Clink, 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 clink,
clink, clink,
clink. So now we got to drink the drink that we don't want to drink, but okay.
You want to take a sip, Kiana?
You take a sip, I take a sip, you take a sip.
I drank to that.
But anywho, some of the things that they say a man supposed to do is he's the head of the household for one. They said that he's
Who
supposed
said
to.
that?
Well, this is what they say. This is the way.
Who's they?
Your grandma, the grandma you just was talking about.
Oh, okay.
Society.
They said this is supposed to be the way to a
Traditional.
successful relationship.
This is like the Bible. This is.
So that's what I'm
Bible.
trying to get you to say. Is that what the Bible says?
We not gonna
Do
put
you-
the Bible in this.
Do you think our grandparents went
was
by,
going by the Bible.
The Bible.
That's what they was going by.
I think so.
You see
Where
the
the-
way it said? What
where-
we ain't gonna do is say what we think is in the Bible. We ain't went and seen it in the Bible.
What? I
You
did
seen it in
say
the Bible that a woman is
How the fuck
supposed to
you gonna
cook,
tell me what I
clean, and
seen
do
in
all
the
of that?
Bible?
No, we were talking about the man being the provider.
Oh, you talking about as far as just the head of the household?
Or the head of the
the head of the
household.
Right, but I was
household.
about to come. Oh, I'm
That's
sorry.
why you ain't
Y'all
even
had
got
that
down
in
the rest of your notes.
I'm sorry, I was off. Fix it, Monique.
Yeah, I think it came. You know what I'm saying?
As far as the head of the household.
As far as the head of the household, I think they actually,
It's
came from the Bible, and what I'm saying, it's just hereditary. It came from the Bible, and they passed it on from generation.
Hereditary.
Not hereditary. I mean to say hereditary from generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's where it came from. I believe. You know what I'm saying? That's what I think.
Yeah, the head of the household.
That whole
come from that.
concept.
Yeah.
So when you
comes
say
from
he's
the
the head of the
Bible.
household, what does that mean? He run shit up in there?
Yeah.
You run shit up in
Yeah.
there?
We might could talk
I don't even
and
know.
agree.
I don't know
But
what.
if we disagree, the final decision is given to the man. But for the most part, you know what
But
I'm
don't
saying?
you think he got to be in a certain position himself
Well, first of all, I don't agree.
to be the head of the household and to make the final decision?
I feel like God is the head of the household.
Wait.
personally.
What was your question?
I said, don't you think he has to be in a certain position to be the head of the household or to make the final decision?
What position would that be? Like what? The provider?
No, the damn man. Like, you got to be the damn man. You got to fill that role as the head of the household. You can't just be no lazy
Right, so we're
motherfucker,
going to
don't
talk
do-
about all that stuff in the roles of what they say a
Okay,
man's supposed
we're
to
gonna
do.
let you do your notes then.
You know what? What we
I'ma
ain't going to
just
do
be
is talk
quiet,
about
too.
my notes.
You the only bitch
Bullet.
holding mo. You the only
Just
one
because I'm holding them
notes.
don't mean that I'm the only one with them.
Yes, you know I be.
Because you know I normally come off the dome. But you know I got caught by
Well, let's go
surprise
off the
today.
dome.
I'm
Well-
still caught off the dome. But anywho, listen, Heifer, because
Okay.
we're going off the dome after this junk now.
Okay.
So they said that he's the head of household. So that means he's supposed to be the provider, which is a money standpoint. Then he's supposed to be Mr. Fix-It. He the mechanic. And I guess he's supposed to do the darn thing in the bedroom.
He got to be the mechanic too.
You fix on cars? You fixing on cars? So shut up.
He
He's
can't
supposed to-
take it to.
I was just gonna say he
can't
can
take
I
it
don't
to
care how he get it done.
Bubba down the road.
I don't care how he get it done.
But it's
you
his
ain't
job
taking
to
it
get it
tickets
done.
and service them cars is what I'm saying. So, and then as far as those are just some basic things as far as what they would say that it's a man's role.
That's
And
it?
it's- I mean, I'm pretty sure it's more broader than that. If you want to get real detailed
What
into
do
it,
you
he got to
think?
take the garbage and all of that bull crap out. I'm just saying we wasn't talking about it.
That's
We
the
had-
gender role.
Once we get past that, then we can conversate about all them little whatnots. Okay, God,
Oh,
damn,
you
want
want to structure my damn
done took a
conversation.
sip,
I'm just
now
gonna
take
be
a
quiet till you ready. Till you get off your notes. Because I'm going off the dome tonight.
Go off the dome, bro. Go off the dome. She going off the dome tonight, y'all.
with them shitty
Get
nails.
ready.
You kids keep them nails up under your thighs. How would you do?
Girl, I almost
Got
choked.
me sitting in the middle. Oh my god, doggone stomach don't look like it got a crease in it.
That's
Okay,
all right.
but
It won't next year.
That part. It's called me Nunu.
Yeah.
Talk about Joe. We ain't got no business.
Focus.
Okay, I'm sorry, y'all.
That's a roll too, because you got to keep it right, keep it tight. You want to keep them.
Right.
That's what they
That's
say.
what they say, too.
That's what they
That's
say. That's what they say.
That's you know what, we about to have another topic. That's going to be a whole nother show, but we're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that too,
We
because y'all know
sure
we
do,
talk
cause-
about everything. But anywho, as far as the woman, they say that she's supposed to take care of home. She's supposed to cook. She's supposed to clean. She's supposed to take care of the kids. Basically, everything that kind of come along with that. Now let's chat about
And don't
basically
work?
those roles. No, that nigga's the provider.
Okay.
Yeah, that was given to him. So these are basically.
So when she want to go get her hair and nails on, she got to
You
ask
gotta-
his ass.
that's his job.
Huh.
Now, when did all of this take place? Back in the old days, or this is
Yeah, because it got doggone show no.
'Cause
I
it
don't know
don't-
if it don't work. It didn't work for me.
I think because, women wasn't allowed to work before.
Allowed.
They weren't.
Okay.
I'm going back to like the 1800s.
I hope somebody
or
tell me
something.
that I can't work.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't
Yeah,
allowed
yeah.
to work, and they weren't able to vote, and a lot of stuff women weren't supposed
Yeah,
to.
I
They
agree.
supposed to just be in the house and cook, clean,
Wash some kids. And handle your business in the
handle,
bedroom.
handle business.
Handle business. Be
Business.
naive. Be naive. Really?
So I think that's where
Monique, you always.
I'm sweating because I got a little coffee in this
They're
cup.
all bullets right there.
I got coffee in the cup that made me sweat.
Really?
But that's okay.
She coming off the door.
Coming off the dome. But Simone cute.
Her bullet
tonight.
points on the door.
Come on, let's talk about it for real.
I'm sorry, but not sorry.
I don't give a
Okay.
damn.
What you don't?
Oh, my brother out the door. He said he can't get in. So ghetto, but get my brother in here.
Get my
Get my
Get my brother in here.
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up?
Hey y'all, I'm
Hey,
sorry y'all.
y'all.
We about to talk about these gender roles for real. We're gonna stop being silly. Ho, cause you see Kiana over here, she's steaming. I see y'all. Know y'all see this ear
I'm
coming
not
out Kiana.
steaming. I'm not steaming. I just want us to stay on topic so we can discuss this. We can
Well,
laugh.
then talk, Nona.
No,
What's
I
up, bruh?
I want you to go ahead with your bullet points.
Monique told me to go off the dome. Then go on.
Go off the dome then. We was talking about back in the day they wasn't allowed to work and what else, Mo?
What else, Mo?
So what's going on today though?
Well, you
What's
ain't
the
got-
gender role today? We ain't talking about them motherfuckers back then. We talking about us right now.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's what you was referring to, and she's saying we not talking about them back then.
No, I did, but I thought she was gonna finish the back then conversation before we get on the right that conversation.
I forgot because my coffee done made me forget what the fuck I was talking about.
got
Because my
coffee in
brother
your
was
cup?
out the door and I said, get my brother in here. So
yeah, no goddamn coffee.
right now, I think a woman's role is kind of the same. I think the man is supposed to be the. Oh Lord, she getting close. They're gonna see my
Pimples, boogers, nose hairs.
Get it right, Kiana. Get
I ain't
it right.
got no lashes on.
Yeah, get them bullets.
Right here.
Bullets.
Yeah, they
Bullets.
gonna see all them bullets. And y'all
Okay.
can see
Yeah.
it. Y'all
I'm
got
cute,
a close-up
bruh.
of them nails.
I'm cute, bro.
Don't be.
Thank you, baby. But yeah, I think the man is supposed to be the provider.
This is your opinion.
Yeah, listen.
Okay.
I think.
I got you. I just in here.
Okay. He's supposed to provide. He's supposed to get his ass up, go to work. Huh?
Now. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Good. Good, because we didn't go yesterday.
Yeah.
Sit up straight, Tommy.
God, then I got it.
But,
Let me sit up.
yeah, so he's supposed to be the provider. He's supposed to, I ain't gonna say he's supposed to make the final say in everything, but I do think he's supposed to be the head of the household. Which means, to me, that means like, as a respect level. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he shouldn't have to say much because the woman know her place and the woman is running everything. But when he speak,
Yeah.
everybody, you know what I'm saying, get in line. That's what I think. I think that a woman, I'm not going to say it's her job to cook, clean, and take care of the kids and stuff. I don't think that's her job alone.
Yeah.
But I think that's her primary role.
Primarily her role.
I had to think. Did I say that shit right?
I got you.
Primarily her role. The coffee. But, yeah,
So you don't think that's just? I guess I want to ask. You don't think that's just based on like does that work? You know what I'm saying? Like as far as you being, I guess, submissive. Is that called submissive? Being submissive, like when the man is, the head of the household and he say whatever, everybody just, supposed to.
What you mean? He say whatever?
I mean, as far as like whatever he
Because I
says
think it's
goes.
a woman's job to run the
Whatever
household.
he says goes. At the end of the day, his final say is like, is that being submissive? Is that, something that the household, that's how, or is it based on like, individuals? Because, I mean, did that work for you, like, in your marriage?
Look,
like,
I'm like this.
Bitch, you gonna ask me? I'm divorced? You gonna ask me?
no, I'm saying
Obviously,
like,
the shit didn't work.
no, but you divorced for a whole nother reason. That ain't got nothing to do with, that's
You
a
gonna ask
whole
me
nother
did the
reason.
shit work
You
for
would
you?
need to know why
She
she
trying to be
divorced.
funny.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to be funny.
Did it work for you?
I was
bitch?
trying to be funny with the yeah.
Oh, you were trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be funny, though. It didn't work. I mean, you divorced for a whole nother reason. That has nothing to do with it. But I'm saying that, everybody fall in line and everybody flow the way it was supposed to
No,
flow.
it goes back to what I was saying. As far as when the man is considered the head of the household, you got to actually be that. You can't just be a man and consider yourself the man of the household. Like, you know what I'm saying?
You can't just be thinking that you're the head of a household just because they said that
You're
is what the man's
right.
position is supposed to be, but yet you ain't doing everything that they say the head of the household is supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
Boom.
That part. And then when you say primarily that was the woman's position, if he's doing everything that he's supposed to be doing, if they said that he's the head of the household, then it ain't no primarily. That's your job.
Right.
If you're going to do
If
it
you
from
do
that
that,
aspect.
then I have no problem with being submissive and falling
Yeah, I
in
feel
line.
like if you're gonna take
and
that
listen
route,
to
then you better fall in line with all of that or everything that is going to be. You're gonna give him everything that he's supposed to do, and he's gonna take some of your responsibility. So no, but yeah, there you go. What you want to give your opinion?
I guess I kind of agree to a certain extent. As far as like I don't know. I guess I do agree. As long as the man is doing what he's supposed to do. As long as the man is doing what he's supposed to do. They told me to fix my hair, y'all.
Go ahead, girl. Keep talking. I got you.
Thank you, baby.
See, that's why you're supposed to be sitting next to me, because I would have had you together. Because
Oh,
I've
I
seen
guess
it. It
I
was
was just
irritating me over here.
Why you ain't saying
Tanya ain't
nothing?
saying shit.
It just
I
let
wasn't
me-
looking.
They just let
What
me.
you ain't gonna do is make me
you
like
ain't
a
looking when she
raggedy
talking.
friend on live.
You is a raggedy ass friend. You ain't fixing
I'm a
my hair.
raggedy friend. That's funny that you think
Yeah,
it's
that's
funny.
funny because you ain't fixing my hair.
Obviously, I wasn't paying attention to your dog. You call me a raggedy friend again.
She raggedy, y'all.
Raggedy ass.
I ain't gonna do it on live.
With my shit.
But after the show, we gonna talk. Go with your raggedy self.
Yeah, I agree. As long as, a man is doing everything that he should be doing, I feel, then
What should he be doing?
providing,
You
help.
think he should be paying all the bills by himself?
Oh my gosh.
No, I mean, what?
if you say you believe that is the way that it should be, so how
She
you gonna
asked me
change it on the back end? Because you just said, Monique said that she believes this, and you said I believe the same thing.
But she didn't go into whether or not he paid all the bills. She didn't say that.
she said she
Tanya,
could work.
Pick up your red cup, because you ain't even let her finish.
Right.
I asked a question.
And that's what I'm trying to
Tanya,
do.
just
is
sit back and
is
shut up. I
answer the
guess I'm gonna be
question.
the silent partner today.
Shut the shit up, you said?
Shut up. Tanya.
Okay, she said shut the shit up. Sit your ass back. Go ahead.
I don't feel like
That's
he has
the
to pay.
shit. They can't talk. Them fingernails. But go ahead.
I don't feel like he has to pay all the bills. I feel
Yeah, so
I'm so ashamed.
the
I'm
camera
so
close
ashamed.
to the night. You better sit up now.
I don't feel like he has to pay all of the bills, but I do feel if he's paying the majority, of the bills, then
Not
yes.
if. What do you feel he's supposed to be paying?
The majority.
Okay.
The majority. The majority
You
of the
gotta
bills.
do like that with me. I ain't
Yeah,
your man.
majority.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like he should be paying the majority of the bills. Well, yeah.
So you don't believe in 50-50?
The majority.
Twan said
What
your
you
hair
mean?
still messed up.
You did.
Oh, sit up.
Right.
Now you gonna tell me to sit up and talk. Now make your mind up. It's my.
So what? I mean, yeah, as far as like 50-50, I accept 50-50 too. I mean, at the end of the day, as long as you helping, like I feel like as long as
So
you're,
if he's paying 50% and you're paying 50%, but you're doing 95% of the work at
what would
home,
be 95% of the work at home?
cooking, cleaning, cooking, cleaning, taking the kids to school, doing homework.
And he's paying half of the bills, and that's it.
Yeah, and just sitting his ass in there while you
And
doing
then I'll
all
be
of this.
submissive to him. And listen
No,
to
that's
his-
what you're saying.
I said, you didn't say I had to do 95% of the work as well. You asked me one question, which is 50% okay?
Get me
Okay.
together then, bitch.
Yes, 50%, half and half, as far as paying bills is
So what is
okay,
it supposed to
and
do
half
that-
and
that-
half.
the other half,
the
other 50.
Half of taking the kids. What she was just gonna say, taking the kids to school,
Cooking and cleaning.
cooking
What
and
if he
cleaning.
working? What if he working?
Both of them working.
Right.
10 hours though.
You're saying
'Cause
50-50 everything.
He's a
50,
prime.
50-50
I
everything.
don't give a darn if you work 16 hours. If you're only paying 50% of the bills, we got a problem. Ain't nobody tell you go work 15 hours of a goddamn day and you only gonna pay. I feel like you should be paying 100 if you go take all of that time.
I guess it goes back to how I was raised.
Monique, he's only
Don't
paying
look
50%
at me like that.
of the.
I just don't
he's paying
feel like
50%
the
of
man
the
get
bills.
off work and he should be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning and all. I don't agree with that. I think when the man come home from work, I ain't
And
gonna say
he's
his
paying
bath water need to be ran, but
And he paying 50%
Dinner need
of
to
the
be
bill.
cooked.
50% of the bill.
Okay, so Monique, now you making
No, I
50%.
ain't gonna say-
listen,
I ain't
hold
gonna say
on,
he paying
'cause y'all ain't gonna keep
50%.
shushing me. You paying 50% of the bills, and you also work 16 hours of the day.
no, I don't work that.
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
work
Listen,
that.
no. You work 16 hours of the day.
I don't.
And then you gonna come home.
I'm
and
not
he been
gonna
off.
do
He
that.
only
I'm
work
not
8.
gonna do that if I have a
You
man.
work 3 jobs,
If I'm
so-
single, then that's a completely different story. But if I got a man,
Why would you be single
I
and paying
shouldn't
50?
have to.
I'm not understanding. You switching up.
No, I'm
stop
saying
drinking
you're
that
talking
coffee.
you're saying I'm working 16 hours. I'm not gonna do that.
It doesn't
if I
matter.
have
10 hours.
A real man.
10
I
hours.
shouldn't have to do all of that. I'm gonna work the bare minimum, or I'm gonna work the hours that when I come home I can take care of my kids.
So you gonna
I
work the
can
bare
take care of
minimum
my
and
man.
still pay 50% of the bills
No,
and
I ain't
cook
say I was paying
and clean
Tiana
and
said
take care of the
50%.
kids.
I didn't say I was paying 50%. That's
So what
not
you
what
I
paying?
need y'all to keep
said.
these got doggone
I
thoughts separate. You're
said
confusing me. Audience,
I
you
am
confused? 'Cause
going
I'm
to.
confused. You confused?
I take the electric
keep
bill
track.
and the cable bill.
So you're not paying 50. He's paying the
How you
majority.
paying this junkie? You ain't working.
She said.
Oh,
she
my
said
bad. You got a
working.
part-time job. I forgot.
I ain't say I'm working part time.
She said the minimum, which is about 8 hours
So
a day.
you only working to take care of your portion of the bills.
What? Now?
The electric bill, the cable
My
bill.
light bill is $410, and you gonna take care of the cable and what else?
That's it. That's all I said.
And you gonna cook and you gonna take care of
And
the
the
kids
groceries.
with a part-time job.
I ain't say I was working part time.
I'm tired of you, Monique. Just hush.
Didn't
didn't
I
say
say I'm
that.
working 8 hours?
She didn't say that. Tanya.
No, you put your damn red cup down and listen. Get your fucking notes, cause you can't go off the dome. Get your ass up.
Hey, when I'm gonna get my part?
Go ahead. You go.
ahead.
What you
Don't talk
think?
no more.
What you think? Come on and talk. What you do? Did it work for you?
I'm still married.
Ooh, ooh.
Barely though.
And the shots fired, bitch. It ain't work for you, but bitch, was working for me.
And that's what we talking
16
about.
years ain't count. Let me stop playing, y'all, because I really got some issues in my life. I am still married, but it's just rocking. So trust and believe. I took a moment to be petty real quick, but trust me, it ain't working. It ain't working because the nigga, it ain't working. Put it that way. Get. That's a director back there, y'all.
Throw some on around. What? Go on and talk.
Checking me. Stop checking me, cuz. But anywho, so it ain't working. As a matter of fact, it's how I feel. Well, you want to know what's going on in my house or how I think it should work?
Both.
Okay, as far as what's going on in my house, I think that my husband prefers it to be the traditional way. He used to be the provider. Well, originally, I think that he thought it should be like that. He should be the provider and the woman should fall in all of those roles. I felt like people getting in his ear started to change.
How he thought that when you don't cook?
It ain't that I didn't never cook.
I ain't say that, but you
I
went
do
into
cook.
the marriage.
You just said I don't cook, but I do cook.
You say that. I don't cook. I ain't the cook.
No,
I ain't finna. Don't she say that?
I said that.
So
I'm
he
not,
knew that
I've never
before he
been
married
Hey,
you.
that's what I said. Yeah, I think that he did think it to a certain extent. But once people start to get in his ear, then it started to change. I realized that he started requesting certain things that I'm like, okay, well, you give
Such
it
as
because
what?
you try to keep, like, I requested, well, first of all, we just had a cooking issue. We didn't really have too much other issues. It was that he just preferred that somebody cook a little more. So I'm like, okay, you try to cook a little more, whatever, but nigga, I don't care to cook. That don't mean you don't eat, but I don't prefer to cook 7 days a week.
But you gonna make sure he eat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Everybody gonna be taken care of. You gonna eat 3 meals a day, if not more than that. But so yeah, once people got in his ear, then he decided that he was trying to make some changes. But he won't tell me what to do.
He don't tell you what to do.
No.
Even with him being a provider, you didn't submit.
He don't tell you what to do.
First of all, he wasn't the only provider. It was both ways. We were both providing in the home.
But you,
When?
I'm
As far as
talking about-
to-
but I'm saying you just said when you initially went into the marriage, he was preferring the traditional way, and the traditional
I
way
said
was
with some slight differences because in the beginning he didn't really care whether I cooked or not. I cooked when I felt like cooking, so that was the exception to the rule. As far as to everything else being traditional, when when he started requesting a little bit more cooking,
that's
is once
funny.
people begin to get in his ear, and it is what it is. I decided to do it for a little while because you do the church thing. The church make you feel like you're supposed to follow that suit too. So I did it for a while, but at the end of the day, I didn't feel like that was me as a woman. So then you start to be someone else that you feel like people think you should be. And for me, I just didn't want to be nobody else, period. So as far as to what I think a marriage should be, I feel like whatever you're good at, you should do that. At the end of the day, if you the best cook, if the nigga is the best cook, then I feel like the nigga should cook. If I'm good at making sure that the maintenance of the cars are kept up, then you take that position. If I'm better with handling certain things, then I feel like you should be able to do whatever works well for you and don't let nobody else tell you how to run your home personally. And however that is, let it be. It could still be that he should be the provider, or that I should be able to still cook and clean, or it may be some slight tweaks here and there as far as to those roles as the gender. They might switch slightly, but
That's
they
what
might
I was
still
gonna
stay on
ask
the
you.
same
Can
page.
that
But
switch?
yeah, they can switch slightly.
absolutely.
But for the most part, I think that you got to do what works best for you. As far as to the guests that we had that we had prepared for the show, we particularly picked these guests on purpose.
Yeah.
We picked the older couple who had 26 years in the marriage.
26.
I'm not sure how long Sharon and Mike had within their marriage, but they had a little bit of stability. And I had already asked them some things ahead of time as far as to whether they were traditional or whether they were non-traditional.
Right.
And Sharon and Mike had told me they were a combination of the two. And then Kurt and Bridget had said that they were non-traditional. Bridget actually preferred to work out in the yard, and Kurt was the cooker. But I realized with the people who were married about 26 years, they learned how to adjust and make
maneuver.
things work for them.
Right.
When you're going into a marriage new, then you kind of follow the standard. You try to cook clean. The woman try to stay in that role, the man try to stay in that role
Until they
and then
figure
you
out.
start getting friction. You realize that somebody might be an overbeared, or somebody might not have as much work. Whatever it is, you realize that it's not working for you. But because you're trying to keep up with what society said that you're supposed to do to keep a successful relationship, what I'm saying, you start to fall apart
Right.
instead of being honest with each other. Personally, for me. Y'all want me to keep talking because y'all know y'all Tanya take over.
I just can't believe I let this motherfucker talk me into getting this color
So shame.
on my nails.
You, Monday. I can't.
Dookie green. So, if the man is
agree.
the head of the household, do you think that, because men, sometimes their sex drive is a little higher, with women taking care of everything else in the house, and a man done worked all day, he come home, you done cooked, the house clean, kids together, when you get into bed, we be exhausted. They don't see that because they don't do it all day. You know what I'm saying? So when they come home, they done took their shower, everybody in the bed, everybody done wind down.
Yeah.
And he want to fuck.
Boy, I got some stories in that category, but keep going.
So do you think that the woman should be
Submissive.
tooting it over
Submissive.
every time he want it?
Personally, I do.
Why is
Bust
that?
it open
I
every
do.
time?
Why is that?
I do.
I mean,
Why?
I would
I
like
mean,
to know
for
why.
one, because it goes back to the church for me.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Personally.
say, is it because
it
of what?
It kind of goes back to that
Yeah.
as far as to your body is not your own and his body is not his own. So, nigga, if he want it, then you give it. If she want it, then you get. Because it ain't just no one way. So you know what I'm saying? If they want it, then you supposed to give it. But I did it personally.
Well, bitch, I'm tired.
Right, and I feel like then it's a job then. Because I mean, I wasn't enjoying it. I'm just saying I want to
And
enjoy
you
it.
just
So at
doing
the
it,
end of
just
the day,
doing it, just to shut them
Bruh,
up.
here we
just
go.
because what?
I mean, I can
I'm
make this
sleep.
show
Just
real
because
Wake me
quick.
up when you done so I can clean off.
Just because what the church say you should do.
It
That's
ain't got nothing to do with the church.
Oh, what the Bible-
Oh, you clean
the
me up
Bible.
when you
I ain't
done.
saying the church, but you know what I mean. The Bible.
Because clearly,
Yeah. We coming from the Bible.
Yeah. But yeah, absolutely. So yeah, you
That's
you don't
a lot
agree?
of work.
You don't agree?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Did you
I
agree?
was just asking if y'all agree. I was just asking if y'all agree.
So you
I feel like you're supposed to give to every time he want it.
Yeah.
No matter what his role is, no matter what your role
But
is.
you enjoying it every
you're
time?
supposed to. Nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay, because you made it. That's
'Cause,
supposed
yeah.
to give it every time.
Yeah,
like
because
you
I be
enjoying it
tired.
every time.
I do be tired, but maybe that's why my marriage ain't work because
Why? Because you wasn't having it wasn't enjoyable.
no, because
You
bitch, I'm
stop.
tired. I ain't.
You stop doing
Move.
at some point. You
Get
just
out
was
the
like,
way.
I don't feel like it.
Yeah.
Were you giving it every time? I know you. Ain't
And but
married,
then
Yeah,
mine
I never
wasn't the
been
head of the
married.
household. He wasn't filling those obligations. So, bitch, I went to work today. I came home. I cooked. I cleaned. I took care of the kids. You ain't did shit. So, hell no, you ain't getting none. You better move. I'm wrong.
dead ass.
Fuck him if I am, because that bitch gone.
I gotta call you out on the bull crap because at the end of the day, even if the roles were flipped, because it looked like the roles were flipped, you became
It
the
wasn't
provider.
flipped. It wasn't flipped.
You were the provider. He wasn't
the
doing
role
that.
was just all it is. I was the role.
You were everything.
He wasn't shit. So if you ain't
You
shit,
still married though, cuz.
I don't give a damn.
Either you still married or
I'm
get
getting
divorced.
up, going to work. You laying your ass in the fucking bed
Get
all
divorced.
day. I
Yeah,
am, bitch.
you are, but I'm just saying. I guess that's the route you took. If you still,
But you think I'm supposed to still
I don't care if it done
please.
came to that road, to the fork in the road, where you now have to provide everything 100% at the end of the day. If
Oh,
you
no,
think
it's
that
different.
your job
Now,
as a
don't
woman,
get me wrong.
if you feel like your position as a wife is still supposed to do A through Z, don't slack just because now you got to do 100%.
Don't get it confused now.
Bend over.
If he
Not bend over.
if he if he just down, you know what I'm saying, then yeah, it is my obligation and my job to hold everybody down, you know what I'm saying? So that's completely different. But if you ain't got no motivation, if you don't do shit else, this just
You had to do it all the time on that.
huh?
You had to be the man and the wife at the
I
same
did.
time. I said all the time. I ain't say
I did.
From the very beginning? From the very beginning?
Well, why you married him then? I don't even understand why you married these niggas. You had to do everything.
What, this ain't the topic. The topic is gender roles.
Well, you,
We ain't gonna talk about why,
Stay on topic, Tanya.
cause I can tell you.
but you talking about him.
Well, I can't speak from a married,
Ain't nobody gonna stop
from
me
a married
talking
aspect. I can only speak from a single aspect. I ain't never been married, so
Fuck them niggas.
I do believe that when I get married, I think a lot of my the things that I will do is gonna be based on the Bible.
You gonna cook and clean? Well, you love cleaning. Cleaning is therapeutic for you, but don't act
better
like
see you
don't act like you got doggone Betty Crocker in the kitchen. What we ain't gonna do is
I'm
fake
not no
the
Betty
phone.
Crocker in the kitchen. I know how to cook, but I don't like. Let's clear that up. I know how to cook, but I don't like to cook. But I think that
don't like it?
I don't at all. But I would do it. You know what I'm saying? I would do it.
What if he comes
I
from a
don't-
household that's just full of chefs
I
in the
don't
family.
give a darn. Do what works for this household.
Right. I'm not
You
gonna
got
go
something to
based
say?
on.
No, bitch.
You who come from a
No,
house full of chefs.
bitch. You take motherfucking lessons. You do what the fuck you gotta do to make sure that
Why?
that man. What you mean? Why?
Why you? Is that's what's gonna
Monique,
keep
that shit wasn't working for
for
you.
you?
You need to shut
Is
up.
that gonna keep
Let me giving people advice.
Yes.
How? Did it work?
Then you just tell us it ain't work for you.
We talking about that nigga. We ain't talking. Listen, I'm talking about that shit that did work, but I wasn't shit.
And you
in
was
the-
Betty
I
Crocker.
wasn't shit then.
You was
so,
Betty Crocker
but the
in the
shit
kitchen.
woulda worked.
Woulda, shoulda, coulda.
It woulda worked. We ain't talking about that nigga there, but we talking about what when I did when I did have my shit together and you know what I'm saying,
All of
motherfuckers.
that don't necessarily work. You know what I'm saying? You got to do like Tanya said, what works for you. You know what I'm saying? You have to do what
Instead of
works for
trying-
you.
stop trying to
and try to force it
Shut your damn mouth. I'm trying to put a motherfucker in there.
instead of trying to force it. You can't
You
force.
can't conform to
Yeah.
what people feel like you should be at the end of the day.
So well, then why you trying to please your man? That's a part of just pleasing your man.
Exactly. You have to pay. Listen.
So if that's cooking,
listen,
I ain't got to listen.
Linda,
I'm talking to her. She talking about she ain't doing
Linda,
that.
listen.
I didn't
Linda,
say I wasn't
listen.
doing it.
I said if your man comes from a house full of chefs,
I said that I would cook. I didn't say I wouldn't do it. I would cook. I don't know about all that the chef thing. I don't know what you mean when you referring to like a house.
I'm gonna need y'all to
You gonna
switch.
cook.
I'm gonna need y'all to switch seats.
You gonna cook the same meal 3 times a week.
Or you gonna do what you do and make sure a motherfucker eat,
Oh, bitch,
whether
gonna
you cook or not.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I cook.
You gonna what
If
you
you want
ain't
me to
gonna
cook, I'll
roll your
cook.
eyes at me because I ain't cook a meal every 7 days a week. You got me.
But I do what work because not necessarily what he maybe
Raggedy
want me to cook
That's
all the
the
time.
raggedy
If he
bitch
know,
there.
if he know,
Which one? That one? She want everything. Show her what your shirt say, Kiana. All I want is everything.
everything.
I was finna take a petty moment, but I ain't gonna do it like that on live. But I'm gonna say it once that camera go up.
Oh, here we go.
I am too. Take notes.
Shut up. I keep being checked, so I'm scared to talk.
You ain't gonna keep telling me to shut the fuck up.
I ain't checked you. That's the one who backed the director.
I ain't looked at her damn time. I'm talking to
I'm
you.
being checked. You telling me?
Oh well, I ain't looked at her.
because I'm calling you
wait
out
a
on
minute.
what we ain't gonna do.
What
Mo.
you ain't gonna do is tell me to shut the fuck up. If
I
that's
told
how
you to
I
shut
feel,
up. I told you to shut up. Don't snap at
snapping
me.
her
Yeah,
fingers?
we snapping today.
Coffee.
She got.
What we ain't gonna do.
Just talk. I don't even. wanna
Anyway,
talk
we
no more.
we so
I'm finna
off
go,
topic.
Tosh, has it been 45 minutes?
We ain't done. We ain't even hit on the damn Kiana.
What?
Your opinion.
I just gave my
She
opinion.
gave her opinion.
I just was telling y'all.
I
how
just said
felt
that
from
shit
a
ain't gonna
singles-
work though.
What
I'm
ain't
just
gonna
saying
work?
step it up.
I ain't talking no more because I keep being.
What I'm gonna do ain't gonna work for what? Me being married and staying married?
You said it, Monique. Don't shut up now.
Because I said I'm gonna go based on the Bible to a certain extent.
So the Bible say, tooted and booted every damn time he wanted. The Bible say, well, they don't say tooted and booted, but you
Same
get
thing.
to a certain extent, yeah, it say that.
Prostituted and booted at the end of the day. What the heck you married for if you ain't gonna give a nigga no coochie? How you ain't gonna not give him no behind? You still shushing me? God darn it, how you ain't gonna give him? How you gonna say, nigga, I'm only yours and you only mine? And then when he wants some behind, you gonna be like, nigga, I'm tired. And then gonna expect that nigga to be
fuck
faithful.
you mean?
At the end of the day, huh?
There's somebody out here who ain't tired.
Oh, you right about that. You damn sure right about that.
That part. I'm just saying, that's being honest. You got somebody
What
who in
you
the
won't
audience
do,
saying,
the next bitch
"It's plenty
will."
people out here that ain't tired." And I'm just saying,
That
that's
what he
just
said.
not only for that reason. I think you just got to be wise. That means you just got to suck it up and do what it is that you feel like you need to do to keep the marriage going at the end of the day.
So then what
And that's
about
on
you?
both
Oh,
ends.
suck
Even
it
if
all up, huh?
Oh my God.
Suck it up.
Suck it up. Suck it up.
There they go.
it's niggas back there
In the
y'all.
audience.
Cheers. Cheers. Clink, 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 clink.
Who you cheersing with them niggas out there in the
Cheers, y'all.
right.
Suck it up.
You know
Really?
what?
I can't. Okay.
Argument, suck it up.
So how do y'all feel? Let's get y'all
Hashtag
opinion. Do
suck
y'all
it up.
feel like a successful a way to keep a? Hey, do y'all feel?
I do. Suck it up.
That's
Suck
not
it.
what you. For real.
I let her, man.
Do you feel like the way to a successful relationship is to keep these traditional roles?
As long as my knees weak, she gonna do whatever the hell she want.
Most relationships, most people die together after 60, 50 years together. So I think so.
Do what?
The traditional way. That what you think? What you think?
The traditional way works.
You think the
New
traditional
way,
way?
New way, marriage lasts 3 to 6 months.
You tripping,
Nah,
Doc.
that's
3
the
months.
statistic right now. You ain't looked it up.
Ain't nobody told you to come here with no goddamn statistics, Macmoo. The fuck? Sorry. Okay, we get it.
Stop counting us down. We enjoying this conversation.
Come on, bro. What you feel?
What the director feel?
Hold on.
What you think?
The director about to get the Ben Naive. With them thighs in.
Thighs out.
What you think, bro?
I don't know. I gotta figure it out.
He don't want to say the wrong thing right now, but we'll talk about that off camera.
I think I'm never gonna get motherfucking married, so it don't even matter to me.
Why you don't want to get married?
I ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
I ain't shit. Yeah.
That's
I ain't
good
gonna
that
never
you
be
know
shit.
that.
As soon as I feel like you ain't
Go
shit,
We gotta understand it. Don't expect shit out of me.
Because I'm the one y'all need to be worried about. Well, shut up, because I'm about to quote
But
that
a
all
lot of people,
What you mean why she texting me? I ain't shit.
Bottom line, huh? That's the answer.
Who is
But
this
that's
bitch in your
good.
phone? To be honest
And that's
with
why
you,
you
babe,
gonna
I
be
really
mad,
don't
'cause
know
you
the bitch
telling
like
the
that.
Cause I ain't shit.
Did you say bae? I don't even know.
So you
I
know,
ain't shit.
So you got a bae, but you know you ain't.
I mean, I call it whatever come to my head at the time.
Oh, so you the one from the first show where you say a hoe became bae.
No.
Yes.
Right back to being a whole 20 minutes later.
Hoe is
So-
bae. Bae is hoe.
Every time
so why is it frowned upon? My question is, why is it frowned upon if a woman doesn't cook? Like, why is that frowned upon? If
It is. It's very
Because
frowned
it-
upon.
because
but,
it's traditional.
it's not frowned upon if a man doesn't cook.
It's
Because
standard.
it's traditional. That's just
That's how
what
they supposed to.
that's what they think we supposed to do, and that's what they think that they supposed to do.
Exactly. I agree.
So that's why it's frowned upon.
But I think that
upon.
that's what confident in who you are and what you can bring to the table comes into play. Because at the end of the day, on some real junk, I dealt with this in my marriage and still deal with it in my marriage. And if I was not the woman that I am or confident as far as to the woman and everything that I can bring to the table, then I felt like I would have conformed to what someone else may feel like I should have been as a woman.
But how's that?
But you're not
conforming
gonna
when you say
No,
that
you're
this
not
is
going to
based.
tell me how to be a woman is
But
what I'm
if-
saying. You're
if
going to
you
tell
say-
me that this is what a woman's job is supposed to be. And I'm telling you, bruh, I'm XYZ. You're not going to tell me who I need to be.
So you didn't
so
think,
I'm not conforming
based
to what
off of
you
your
think what I'm
grandma,
gonna be.
you didn't think that your job was to cook, clean,
No.
and take care of the house.
No, I've never conformed. Now I can tell you, well, I ain't gonna say I never conformed, but at one point somebody tried to convince me that that is the way that I'm supposed to be. And because you married and we got married so young, then at one point I felt like, well, damn, okay, I guess I got to be this. I realized that
But
it
then
wasn't for me.
what if it worked in the beginning, but now it's not working? Now that's what he wants. So do you conform then?
I feel like we got some years. Well, not just years, but it comes down to a point where you want to keep it or not.
What the fuck I gotta do what I
Do
just
you
said?
want? You said if it wasn't working in the beginning, but now if this wasn't working in the beginning, but now he wants
Because you
it
just
now.
said now
Will
it's not
I
people
do it?
in his
I just-
ear. Now
Listen
people
to-
in his
did you
ear.
want to ask me a question?
Yeah, let me fucking ask
answer
the damn question.
You did
Shut the
ask
fuck
the
up and let me
question.
ask. I wasn't done.
One thing what you ain't gonna do is talk to me
Bitch,
like
don't
that.
put your finger in my
What
face.
you ain't gonna do
Finger in my
is
face.
talk to me like that.
I said, let me ask the question.
Flag on the play. Flag on the play.
I'm not even looking that way.
Y'all.
So you just
Audience.
said people in his ear now. So now he asking you to cook more. Now he asking you to do this.
Yeah.
So now that it worked in the beginning, that you ain't do nothing. But, you know what I'm saying? You ain't do the traditional role as a wife. So now that that's what he wants, do you now conform to that? Do you now adjust to what he wants now?
I was finna answer that question because I heard you the first time.
Well, bitch, you ain't answer because you wanted to talk about something else. That's why I said, what the fuck?
That's not what the heck I...
Go on and answer the damn question.
Atlanta, Jesus. Stop drinking that
I'm
coffee.
getting irritated now. Go on and answer the damn question.
Back on
Must
me.
be espresso.
Like I was saying, because I did hear you, honestly. I feel like now, because of the position of the marriage, and being able to, well, I'll say this: if we think that we're in a position where we finna divorce, then you kind of prepare. So in my mind, I'm single. Shut up, Monique. In my mind, I'm single. I've realized that the pickings are slim. So it kind of make me feel like I want to keep the marriage.
Is it just me?
So if
she's not answering my
Monique,
damn
shut
question.
up, cause you're not gonna tell me how to answer the question for real. So at the end of the day, if I felt like this is what he want, at this point, I feel like I will kind of conform in order to be able. Don't tell me how to answer the question or how to get there. I'm gonna say it how I want to say it. Period.com. Like I said, if he wanted it a certain way at this point, I probably would adjust because I don't want to start all over. To be honest.
And it's just because of where y'all at now. But if y'all wasn't where y'all are currently at, then you wouldn't conform. You wouldn't adjust.
First of all, I wasn't brought to that position. I'm at that position now. It had nothing to do about what I wouldn't do or what I wouldn't do. I wasn't there.
Don't talk to me
I
like
wasn't
that
there.
when you talk.
No, because you're trying to make it. It wasn't. We weren't in that position previously.
I'm trying to get an understanding.
I can't answer that question based upon something that was never presented to me at that time. I'm answering it to what we are dealing with now. So my question to you now
I'm your cousin. I'm not asking you like this.
Oh my
talk
God!
to me like that.
Have we came to the 45 minutes? Kiana, what you got?
We ain't got 2 more minutes.
Did
come
you
on.
hear it?
Because Kiana ain't said too much of nothing. Because I want to know, do gender roles work? did we answer that? What's that? Take flight. What was the topic? Take flight.
Take flight or do your part.
Or do your part. Is we
Gender
taking
roles.
flight or is we doing our part?
Doing our part.
A little of both.
But
You
Tanya
took flight.
Tanya ain't doing her part until she at the point of divorce.
Well, I guess you can look at it like that.
Okay, so she
What I ain't gonna do is fake the phone. I guess you can look at it like that. Period. Point.
she taking flight.
I have
No, she
not
doing
taken.
her
I have
part.
not taken
She
flight.
gonna do her part.
I
She don't
done
wanna take
told
flight.
you. You asked me in the beginning. I said I'm still married. What I said is, until them divorce papers get signed, that's when you can say I took flight. But until
I'm
then,
irritated.
I'm still
I don't like motherfuckers
doing
talking to me
part.
like
I
that.
don't care. I don't like people
motherfuckers
trying to
talking
put
me like
words in
that.
my mouth.
I ain't put shit in your mouth.
Yes, you did.
No, the fuck I
You
did.
just like all these other motherfuckers.
Look, I don't like when
You hear me,
motherfuckers
Ann?
talk to me like that.
I was gonna make a joke.
That's all right. I love you, baby.
Not hug.
But anyway.
And cut it up.
Oh, can
Let me take my bill, though.
nerve. I ain't got no more bullet points,
So,
That's
I
it.
mean,
and I don't want to talk no more because I
You
keep
taking
getting
flight?
flags thrown on the.
No, I'm gonna do what it
Kiana
takes.
gonna do it
You
the
gonna
Bible
do it- no,
says.
shut up.
She gonna do it
Kiana,
traditional
Kiana.
way. She gonna
Kiana,
find out that
Kiana.
it don't work.
Kiana, what you
You
gonna
don't
do?
know what my marriage gonna do.
I said you gonna take the traditional route,
And you
which
gonna
everybody
find out
else
that it
done
don't
did,
work.
and that it don't work. I ain't say nothing about your marriage failing.
why
Why
you
you on
say
the
it don't
defense?
work?
Traditional route
Why
don't,
you on
don't
the
work.
defense?
She said that.
I did not
didn't
say that. I said you
Shut
gonna
that
take
shut the
the
fuck up and let
traditional
somebody
route.
talk other than you. That's the moment. You gotta be a
All right, y'all. Well, we about to.
What are you doing?
All right, y'all. 30 seconds.
We still talking.
Wait a minute. Let me get Simone right.
Still want to talk. Okay. I just want to know. My mic all down here.
I got my stomach out in.
I said the goal tonight was to make Angie laugh because she was laughing her ass off Tuesday night. I seen Angie laugh one damn time.
What? You trying to say?
Oh, that mean
Hey, give it a moment of silence to this guy doggone Bud Bell that's ring-a-ling-a-linging back in the background. That mean the show is over.
Oh, that's what it was. Oh, ow! I didn't know that was our
All
new
right, so I
sound.
guess we can. Monique, why you ain't?
I'm going back tomorrow because I don't believe this shit.
She ain't got the same color on her toes, y'all.
And these nails.
All right, y'all. So we getting ready to go ahead and wrap it up. This was another show of SWP. Take flight. Do your part.
Look,
Gender
that's
role.
what our guest did.
Gender
Took
role.
flight tonight. Them bitches ain't show up.
Every
They
last
took flight
one.
tonight.
But it's okay. We know how to keep
It
the
ain't
party going.
all right.
We
to
know
let the
how to keep
motherfucker
the party
pound on
going.
you.
It's not alright to let the motherfucker cancel on you. I had to make a joke at the end of the day, but it's all love.
All love.
For real.
Absolutely.
It's no pettiness. We just got to make a joke out of it because that's what we is. But at the end of the day, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, we hope everything is all well and everybody is safe. At the end of the day, this is the end of the show. We about to go. We hope y'all enjoyed it.
Give our no peace. Give our shit.
What we doing?
Put our shit out. What it called? Our social
Our
media
platforms,
shit.
our
Yeah.
social media. You can follow us on Instagram at Spoken with Purpose 3. You can follow us on Facebook at Spoken with Purpose. And you can also follow us on YouTube, Spoken with Purpose Podcast. Peace.
This motherfucker counting us down. Where our theme music? Come on, get up and dance. Come on,
My words and I always spoke with purpose. I'ma speak my mind until they close the curtains. Look deep inside before you judge the surface. Look in my eyes and read between the lines. My soul is searching. Chosen, gotta focus. They notice Tanya, Kiana, and Molly. Action, no bragging, no boasting. Facts with no capping. They hold it down. Envision these words and use them as power. The enemy lurking. I'm calling my spirit, and if it can hear me, it's spoken with purpose.